What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. So we're currently on the latest update, 10.6, being super awkward on this dirt road with other drivers around. And we're going into a downtown area, but before we get there, I want to talk about some people are kind of mad about the strikeouts they've been getting in 10.5 and 10.6. So here is the suspension release notes. You can see that here. Basically, if you get kicked out of autopilot 3 times, you are removed from beta, and it seems it'll come back with a future update, but maybe not. Nobody's exactly sure. Well, it sounds good in theory that, you know, if somebody's messing around and they're not looking at the road, or, you know, they take their seatbelt off or something, that they would be punished. Well, people are getting false suspensions, and, you know, that's making them really mad and annoyed. So Holmar's blog on Twitter was talking about a passenger was using their cell phone, so they got a strikeout. The camera, the internal camera, thought that the driver was using their cell phone. And so, wow, this is really terrible. And why would you turn the wheel towards the car? And then Chuck Cook also, he's had 2 out of the 3 strikeouts, and he said they were both false. So yeah, I don't have any. If you're in the autopilot settings, which we can look at in a minute, or I'll put a screenshot or something. I'm going to take over because I don't want to be on the wrong side of the road going up this hill that I can't see over. But in the autopilot settings, it'll tell you how many strikeouts you have. So yeah, people are pretty annoyed by that. And I don't have any right now, so I haven't had that problem. But yeah, it's something to look out for. The main thing you should do, if it starts to warn you and, you know, like put your hand on the wheel and it's not responding even though your hand is on the wheel, just boom, turn it off real quick, because you don't want to get that strikeout, especially obviously if you're paying attention, then, you know, and get kicked out for no reason. So I don't know, Tesla's gonna have to figure that out somehow. So taking this left turn very nicely. That left turn used to be a big problem for beta. You can see we're on the dirt roads, but there's the release notes for 10.6 really quick. You can see those. You can pause and read those if you like. But one more thing, let's go into the settings here. We're going to be getting to our destination, so let me turn that off. Let's go into our autopilot settings, and you can see it'd be somewhere under full self-driving beta. Yeah, so please pay attention to the road. I was looking at the screen, and it's telling me stop doing that. It will say here you have 1 or 2 out of 3. If you get 3, you get kicked out. So, all right, let me skip ahead. Let's get into the downtown area for a little more exciting driving, and we will see how beta does down there. But yeah, so 10.6, here we go. All right, so we're heading into this downtown area now, so let's get our initial impressions before we take it into some other tests and see how 10.6 is doing. So we have this left turn here, and very good. So that left turn, for whatever reason, has been a struggle in the past, and then braking for no reason, so I'll report it. So it was doing good, and then we get a random brake, so not off to the best start. Okay, so we're at this stop sign. Kind of slow. It seemed to wait for the other cars, which is fine, which is great, and then we move through. So that was actually a really good right turn there, and then we're going to need one more right turn here. It is clear to the left, completely clear, although there's a tree in the way, and wow, the car goes nice, confidently. Okay, very good, very, very good. All right, so nicely moving forward. As soon as we get that green light here, put in the next destination. Really good acceleration. And then slowing back down for the stop sign. Left turn signal. Early, good early. Okay, we got a little bit of snow coming down, stopping way back here for no reason. So reporting that, yeah, definitely not off to a good start. Okay, so creeping up to the stop sign. Now we can go. And you need to go. Okay, so tiny bit of a delay before taking off, but not terrible. The turn was very good once the car completed the maneuver, but stopped way too far back, and then seems just a little hesitant to move forward there. All right, all of that was pretty good. Moving into the left turn lane here, very nicely. If there's too many cars, sometimes the Tesla will not get into the left turn lane early enough and kind of miss it. So it's still not going to go on this blinking yellow. So I'm just kind of letting it do its thing. Nobody's behind me. And now it should turn green. Yeah, so this blinking yellow thing is still here. So the second it turned green, the car started to go. But the car used to move through blinking yellows. And it's like Tesla is changing or taking away some of these more aggressive maneuvers for whatever reason, like yield signs. I'm gonna find straight ahead. I want to find the roundabout here. Okay, so it's over there. Let me go to right here. See if we can get into that roundabout. But yeah, so like yield signs have not been as good as they used to be, or they once were. The blinking yellows. All right, cool. So let's head over to that roundabout and see if that's improved, because I already recorded a 10.5 video that I didn't release yet with roundabouts, and it was really poor. It was surprising how bad it was. So moving over into that right turn lane, that is the correct move, but there was no turn signal, and it was kind of early. I mean, it was solid line the whole way, so maybe that's what you're supposed to do, but it was just a little weird. I wasn't sure if that was the lane we were supposed to be in. But then really nice right turn, so you love to see that stuff, but then we're still having, we've already seen it a couple spots, these weird, awkward stops or slowdowns. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to do about it, because stopping or slowing when you're not supposed to is definitely better than not stopping when you're supposed to. All right, so this should be an easy left turn. We have a green light. Yeah, pumping the brakes, stopping for no reason. Yeah, no good. What? Like, why? Why is this happening? It's disappointing. It's disappointing because I've had so many normal, good, well-performed left turns, in that situation, and then here we are, 10.6, and nope, gonna just pump the brakes a little bit there. So yeah, stopping way too far back still for yield signs. You're not even supposed to stop. So that was, at least rolled it. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Let's go back through that one. I'm gonna have it go all the way around. Okay, so let's hope I can turn this on. Here we go. Oh, come on. Okay, so I turned it on a little awkwardly, but yeah, we kind of stopped there. I had to tap the accelerator. Yeah, and I'm confusing this guy. Oh my gosh, he probably thinks something wrong with me. Yeah, that was really bad. What the heck? Like, gone. So bad. And okay, he's not behind me, so that's you never like to have to stay around those people. Oh man, and then kind of in the left turn lane. What? Come on. No outlet. Oh, it's gonna try to turn around down here. All right, let's see what it does. Let's see what the car does. Slowing down, so that's good. It doesn't just drive off the road. And unable to complete maneuver, please assist. So we don't have any kind of reverse capability, so I have to do this. There, I left that in to show you the yoke is sweet. Okay, so again, we're gonna make it do a full circle, but this time I'm starting a little farther back. Give it a better chance. Turn it on. It should reroute by the time we get there. So, it's not my fault that I started it late or something. Shouldn't matter, but whatever. So again, stopping too far back. I guess maybe it's stopping before the crosswalk, which, is wrong because nobody's there. But hey, maybe there's some logic. Okay, so this one's pretty good so far. Pretty good, pretty good. Hey, look at that. Okay, that was really good. Like, that was perfect. So, just some inconsistencies there. But yeah, it's just, man, we shouldn't be seeing that, where it like almost ran into the curb and confusing the people around it. Yeah, that was pretty bad, the other one, but at least it was able to kind of redeem itself there. All right, so we'll see how it handles this blinking yellow. So slowing down, 20, okay, hey, I like that behavior, is perfectly fine with me. You can slow down just a bit. Older versions always tried to stop at those, at the blinking yellow. Stopping for this yellow, very good. Didn't think it was going to, but it stopped. Perfect decision there. So we had a little bit of an awkward move to the left there, but the car did fix itself. Not too big of a deal. And we're staying in the right lane. I would move much more to the right. We do have our right turn signal on though, and we're gonna stop here. We can turn right on red, but there are cars coming from the left. We could go if we had went fast enough, but waiting is also fine here. So after this truck, we should go. And okay, I tapped the accelerator. Man, I thought it was gonna, wow, and then big acceleration after, which is great. If the car would have done that, it would have been perfect. But I had just started to see, somebody was coming, they were gonna be a little too close, trying not to, get in people's ways or freak them out or cut them off or anything. And man, I thought that was gonna be so good. The car seemed to detect that gap and then just didn't do it. It just didn't do it, even though it could have. All right, we got this left turn coming up right here. The car should move over already and get in the left turn lane. Okay, that's fine. That's a good spot. That's a good spot. And then we can go, or we could wait, but I would just go. And then very smooth, perfect. Couldn't have done that better. That was a very, very good left turn. This is just too fast. Oh, okay, it did see it. My bad. It did see the speed limit sign, so it corrected itself. But that's a school speed limit, and school's not in session. I guess I don't know what the speed limit is on this road, although I wouldn't go faster than this. I'm actually going to take over here, and I'm going to go here, because it dead ends. I just want to see what the car does. So unable to complete maneuver. Definitely has enough room to like turn around and stuff, so he's just not going to try. What if we go here to this one way, just to see what happens? So actually the road is here. I wonder if the car can kind of figure that out. Nope, it's just going to go straight. Dang. Oh. Okay. Or it's just going to drive into the curb. Oh, all right. Well, you know, it's a parking lot. Come on. Come on, everybody. Give it a break. It's a parking lot. We can't all drive nicely in parking lots. But it does have it on the map now. Let's back this up. Okay, so now it has the correct path here. You can do it. It's just a road. See? Okay, cool. So, big mess up. But then, hey, then it did it correctly, even though that little section we were driving in wasn't even on the map at all. So, pretty cool. So we stopped. It's only a two-way stop. Cross traffic doesn't stop, but we're creeping forward for visibility, but there's absolutely nobody, and we're like halfway in the road. So, cool. We moved ahead. Could have been better, but it wasn't very good. All right, so pretty big unprotected left here. It's a big road. There are no cars in either direction. Hey, that was very nice. That was very, very nice. And whenever it's that clear, it's kind of like, oh, well, would it have tried to go even if there were cars? There's no way to say, but it handled that situation perfectly for what we had at the time. So right turn here, this should be no problem at all, and really good. So the good news is right turns seem like they're, you know, working pretty well when you have a good map and everything. Oh, it's going to go into the parking lot. All right, let's try it out. I just said right turns are looking good. All right, so it's not going to go into the parking lot, but that's all right. It sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. That's not exactly part of the advertised feature set as of now. And then let's go back to downtown a little bit, and we'll wrap it up. So it's turning right here, which is good. I didn't want to go to no outlet. Cool. So reroutes. The rerouting is very good. That's a huge improvement in the past few releases. That used to be very bad, and could really mess beta up or mess you up if you're not paying attention. So turning right here, again, really good. It was kind of hard to see to the left. There was a huge telephone pole or electrical pole, and the car handled it perfectly. So getting a little bit of snow, but I mean, it's not going to accumulate or anything, so it shouldn't really be a big deal. We'll get a snow video in here as soon as I can. Okay, so another unprotected left onto this same road, pretty big. So it waits for those cars, and left is clear, right is clear. So go, right now. Right now. So yeah, like the nose is pretty much in the road. And hey, it did it well. If there were cars coming, would it have waited a little longer? Can't say. But it waited for the cars that were there, and then it proceeded. So it was a good left turn. All right, so little zigzags here. Car has been confused by the railroad crossing, thinking it's a stop sign. It was actually, so that time it did it well. It was actually when the sun was behind us, and it pretty much illuminated that thing. I mean, it did look red, as if it was on. So we moved into the left turn lane here, which is what we needed to do, but it's hard to know if the car would have just done that anyway, even if we were going straight. And then left turn there. Oh, here's siren. I don't see them, so I'll be looking for that. Car can't respond to that yet. It can slow down on the highway when it sees them. Oh, okay, so here, is that ahead? Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to pull over here. Oh, never mind. Okay. All right, so we're back at the three-way stop. We have to stop for this person and then go. There's always, there was a ton of cars, and now that we're here, there's none. So go. Like, what is it? Okay, all right. So it's just like a little delayed, enough that if I was behind my car, I think I would be like, what's going on here? But not enough where you actually would honk at it or something. So yeah, pretty interesting. All right, so we're going for this pretty tight left turn. It's like almost like a full turnaround. So we'll let, wow, yeah, that's a really tight turn. So we'll let the car do this. We have a lot of traffic coming towards us. Now we need to pull up a little bit more than this. But anyway, as we're waiting for this turn, there's a gap here. Yeah, if you go fast, it's good. Okay, go. Oh, man. And then no, I got to hit the accelerator. Man, that was a good gap. Reporting it. It was a good gap. And if the speed was there, it would have been the perfect, correct maneuver. But the car hesitated and screwed it up. I mean, it screwed it up. That was not a good place to hesitate when you're turning in front of somebody. So, yeah, I don't know. The 10 series of updates has been pretty interesting because, so it's waiting for this person, which we were here first, so it shouldn't really be waiting for them. Come on, let's go. I did my accelerator because somebody's behind me, and it's just like, I don't want to be a pain to the people around me. The 10 series of updates, you know, now we finally get these cool release notes that we can see. And I'm just, like, there are things it does well and does better. But overall, it's not like, wow, this release is really wowing me like I've seen in the past. And I know as we get closer and closer to the car, like, really being good, it gets harder to clear up those things. But yeah, I don't know. This series of updates has just been like, oh, yeah, that's cool. So I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll do some more challenging video. I don't know if the car can handle anything more challenging, but I will challenge it a bit more in the coming days. Hopefully with some different weather. We should have some snow coming. And also in a more populated scenario, although like there wasn't that much population down there and the car was still making mistakes. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. I look forward to hearing from you down in the comments, and you will see Full Self-Driving Beta in the next video.
So Autopilot and I are happily driving.
Also, this intersection has always been off, and I've reported it so many times. So it stops and then it creeps through, let's see, like the entire intersection, even though it's a four-way stop. It's still creeping. Now it finally, like our nose is already across the intersection and it finally hits the accelerator. So I don't know. I've been reporting that one for like a year, and it still behaves that way.
Along